What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video, and today's video is rather a response to many of you. I think there's around 10 of you asking me on is it possible to create a CRM using AppSheet? So the answer will be yes, but there'll be a few steps to take, and we'll be doing this in a few series. Of course, the first part of the video today is rather discussing more on how can we create a contact management module in AppSheet. Then the next ones will be talking about the other features that we'll have in the CRM application. So without further ado, let's go. All right, so I've created a spreadsheet. So I name it CRM. And the first step will be contacts, which consists of contact ID. So this will be unique for every contacts I'll have in the app. Then we'll have profile. This is actually the profile picture. The first name, the last name, email, phone number, address, group. So in group, it's either a VIP, customer, or prospect. The date added, so when did you add the customer, last contacted, notes, and the status of the customer. So next would be the interaction. So interaction is related to your contacts. This will be a list of all sorts of interactions that you will be having with your customers. Here I have log ID, contact ID. So again, contact ID behaves similar, where it will have a reference back to contacts, the interaction date, the interaction type, and notes. So once you have that ready, you can immediately create your app in AppSheet. So actually I've created mine here. So let's run through again. In contacts table, we have contact ID, and I'm using the initial value of unique ID for contact ID, so that whenever I add a contact, it will generate a unique ID for that particular customer. Next will be profile, where I'm using the image type, first name, last name, email, phone, address. So in group, I'm using enum. So again, in enum, I've added three types of input, which is VIP, customer, and prospect. So if you have any additional, you can simply add it on. And we have date added. So for date added, I'm using the initial value of today. If you want to go into more specific, you can use date time and use now instead of today. All right, so for interaction, of course, we have the log ID, contact ID. So for contact ID, I've referenced it back to contacts table, so that whenever I would want to add a new interaction, it will have a drop-down list of the customers that I have or contacts that I have. And interaction type, of course, I'm using it as enum, and I have three types, which is physical, online conversation, or email. This would be this is a subjective matter. So if you have different types of interaction, you may use it whenever you like. So how would this behave in the app? So let's see. Oh, of course, before that, in contacts, I've added a last contacted virtual column. I'm not using physical. We can remove this later on. But for last contact, I'm using an expression where it will select from the interaction table or based on the interaction, and it will take the interaction date based on the contact ID of that particular customer. So I will demonstrate how this works later on, but this is the expression I'm using to basically extract the latest interaction date of that particular customer. All right, so let's create our new customer here. So in contacts, I'm going to add. So let's take a profile picture. Let's see if I can use my own picture. So now let's put some information here. Oh, sorry. Well, for those who don't know, I'm actually residing in Malaysia. And for group, of course, you can set the initial to be a prospect, or if it's already a existing customer or a VIP customer. I'll just take the prospect. So the date is today. And notes, nothing to do. So customer status, I'll just put active for now and save this. So here you will see the contact has been created. All right, so in interaction, I'm just going to add a new interaction. So the contact ID is referenced to my contacts. So I can just do a drop down here and select my ID, my name here. And let's say I have an online conversation. Prospect looks promising. To have another follow-up. So now if you can see, the interaction date is today, which is the 14th of December. Now if I go back to contacts, if I select here, immediately I can see the last contact is on the 14th of December. All right. So this is actually useful if you were to have another feature, which is to see when was the last time you've contacted your customer or prospect. So this helps you a lot in terms of, getting in touch with them from time to time. So I hope you enjoyed the video. So of course, part 2 will be discussing on the other features of CRM. And I hope you enjoyed the video today. It's rather slow, a bit long, but it's best to go in detail so that you understand better. And do let me know what else you would like to see in the comment section down below. And of course, for all of you, for the rest of you that I haven't responded to your comments, hang in there. We'll get there. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.